Can you invest in Kotak Global Innovation Fund of Fund? This is what you're going to see today. Hi, hello, this is Ganesh Santuru, your stock market profit coach and author of the book One Page Stock Market Plan. And today we are going to see about whether you can invest in a new NFO which is being launched by Kotak Equity Mutual Fund. Kotak Mutual Fund, that is the thing. And they are launching a new fund, Global Innovation Fund of Fund, almost on par with Axis Global Innovation Fund of Fund. So almost on the same lines I can say, because that is how it looks, but partnered with a different company. So let's see what is that they are going to bring into the table, and is there any difference with what Kotak is already doing. Kotak Mutual Fund is having all kinds of funds, but this is the first overseas fund, I believe. So that is the reason they are launching, because all the companies are launching Global Fund of Fund, and Kotak is also coming up with Global Innovation Fund of Fund. So they partnered with Wellington Global Innovation Fund, which is started in 1928. So it means almost close to 100 years of experience this company is having in this field. Okay, and started in this fund, especially Global Innovation Fund, they are started in 2017, and they just started giving close to 27% returns year on year. So it means for the last close to 3 to 4 years, they generated 27% returns. That is one thing. And they invest based on a particular format called TIBR. What is TIBR? T stands for trend. And what is the current trend and how the market is moving? And is there a trend for IPOs, startups, and all these things? And the second point is innovation. What is innovation? So all these companies which are into innovation, mostly startup companies, the Uber, the Twitter, the Facebook, all these comes under that. And the barriers, is there entry barrier? Is this company having entry barrier? For example, Google is a huge company, and there is a huge entry barrier right now because of the market share what Google enjoys. Similarly in automobile, similarly in all the other fields, they check that. And minus the risk. What is the risk? If there is any geopolitical risk, they will try to come out of it. And if there is any other monsoon risk or climate changes, or all these things will be considered, because ESG is one of the factor they consider to reduce the risk in the companies. So putting all these points together, sorry, T plus I plus B minus R. So just a minute, I'm just making the changes. Okay, this is how it should be: T plus I plus B minus R. So this is how it will look. And the what is based on the TIBR score, they are going to invest. But where they are going to invest, that comes under the sector distribution. Sector distribution means in which sector they are going to invest. Are they going to invest in IT, information technology? Are they going to invest in consumer discretionary, or communication services, and finally healthcare? All these sectors put together, that is where, because innovation can happen in IT, consumer services, because that is where things are changing and people are it's easy to market, right, all these companies. And all the in capital intensive heavy, it's almost nothing is there. So it's a model which keeps growing, and that is how they are taken the sectors, and this comes under sector distribution. And the next point we should consider is regional distribution. Which region? Because this is a global innovation fund of fund. It's not US focused, it's not India focused, and it's a foreign fund of fund. So where they are going to put it? First, North America, they enjoy almost 73% of the fund is going to invest in North America. And emerging market, 14% of the fund goes into emerging market. And Europe goes almost 10.6%. Finally, Japan with 1.8%. Based on the global way, the global companies and whom they are, which where they are popular, based on that they are going to invest. The sector is there, regional distribution is there. So that is something like you're diversifying your risk, because North America in the last 10, 12, 20 years, almost after every fall they had come over that crisis, right, with flying colors, and the returns have been excellent. And in the last 12, 13 years, there has been a bull run. There is never a big fall. So almost 73% goes into it. And most of the companies are global companies. They are not concentrated in a US alone. They are not concentrated in that region alone. So that is the advantage of investing in US North American companies. Okay, so this is something called as regional distribution. So finally, the NFO period. When can I apply? Which period is there? Between 8th July to 22nd July, almost 1 week had gone. So we have one more week to invest in this fund. So the new fund offer exists between this period. So finally, can you invest in global Kotak Global Innovation Fund of Fund? Maybe yes, because this is on par with almost like Axis Global Innovation Fund of Fund. And if you're somebody looking out for investing in an NFO, and this is one kind of innovation, one kind of foreign fund of fund where the returns will be huge, and forex and everything will come in. So don't look for short-term returns. This is for people who can look for long-term returns, say almost like 5+ years, right? So if you have a investment period of 5 plus years, please you can invest either as a lump sum. I think lump sum comes at 5,000, and SIP as usual have a limit of I think thousand rupees onwards. So you can look into it. I haven't checked that part. And expense ratio, as everybody asks, any expense ratio, as it is foreign fund of fund, maximum it can be around 2.5% and not more than that. So forget about expense, because the returns from this fund can be in the double digit and more than 15-20%. In that case, deducting the expense ratio, if you're getting more than 15 to 20 between in that range, that's a very good returns, I will say. But expect, this is a new fund, we don't have the records, past records. So my best solution will be invest in SIP for long term, say 5 plus years. Even if it is a lump sum, invest and stay invested for at least 5 plus years to see good returns in this fund. So thank you so much for watching. If your friend is looking out to invest in an NFO, please refer this video and ask them to invest in it. And I am a AMFI registered distributor, and this is a educational video on can you invest in this fund. Thank you so much.